Hello and welcome to the newest edition of AI Tool Sneak Peek, our weekly series in which we show and tell some cool AI tool capabilities. Um, Today's focus is on a fun way of learning image prompting. It was not a long time back that Satya, Microsoft CEO, said in one of his keynotes that earlier humans needed to learn computer language, but now we have reached the stage where computers understand human language and we interact with AI tools via something that is called as prompting. And as we are getting more and more hands-on, more and more experimental, and more using AI tools in our daily lives, we are getting better at the skill of prompting. The skill of prompting can be divided into various categories. I think broadly, you can talk about text prompting and image prompting. Um, I think, to be honest, for me and many like me, I would assume that image prompting is still sort of an area that I feel I need to get better at than I am currently. Can there be a better way or a fun way to learn image prompting? And that's what is the focus of this week's AI Tool Sneak Peek, in which I showcase a tool which is from Google, known as Say What You See. And what this tool essentially does is it helps you learn the art of image prompting with the help of Google AI. And a disclaimer before we get into this tool, this is part of Google Labs, and Google Labs, as a part of the release process, releases these tools which are more experimental in nature. This is not a full-blown project yet. This is in the experimental mode. You cannot expect it to be perfect, but it is still, I found it a fun way to kind of learn the nuances of image prompting. Let's see how it works. In order to access this tool, you need to go to this URL, artsandculture.google.com. This is slightly longer URL. I'll put that in the comment box, description box of this video, so that it is easy for you to access. To get started, I click on this button called as Launch Experiment, which takes me to this sort of a light blue screen, which says that say what you read and are you ready to learn the art of image prompting. And there's a button which enables me to start to get into the level one. And there's this image which says that I have generated images with Google AI, and you have to try to generate a close match. And I will be on hand with prompt tips along the way. Okay, this is sort of an assistant who will help us learn more. Let's see what happens when I click Start Level 1. And as soon as I click Start Level 1, I get into this orange screen. And what I see here is that to cross level 1, I'll have to have 50% match to pass. And how does it work? Each level has certain images that it shows, and there is a certain pass percentage. And this image, as you see, I need to change. I need to write a prompt that will be get helping me closely describing this image as possible. And in the level one, the expectation from the prompting is that, for example, include the information about medium. In this picture, the medium is a picture. There is a subject. Subject in this picture is a dog, and the context is the field. So medium, subject, and context are the important part of the image promptings. Medium, it can be image type, like in this case, image type is painting. Subject, the subject in this case is a dog, which is at the center of the image. And the context in this case is the field. So when I say let's begin, it'll get me into the level. And what I see here is level one. One of the first picture that I see here is on the left-hand side. And what I need to do is, as the blue portion of the screen says, say what you see. I'll type my prompt here. I'll just try and say the medium here is uh, an image or a square image where, and the subject here is, I think it's a color, as I see, to the with the first two third of the screen as light green color. and the bottom one third is light uh, pink color. I don't see much of a context here as I read this image. And in this case, as you see, there is a limit defined of 120 characters as is imposed by the game that we are playing right now. And as soon as I click send this image prompt, it is generating it. And what it says is, this is how it inferred my prompt. And 61% match. And you can see this is my prompt on the right hand side, but the actual prompt that got this image was a minimalist painting of a gradient running from pale green to dusty pink. These are paintbrush mark faintly visible, which is obviously much better way of describing than what I did here. Let's see the next question, what it has in the level one. And as you can see on the left hand side, there's an image which I'll just try to describe. Uh, uh, a painting. Okay, let me call it a painting of wooden horse, dark brown in color. I think the medium, I probably it's not a painting but an object. Um, and and okay, let me describe this again. And wooden horse object, dark brown in color on brown uh, rec foundation. Uh, with the uh, light brown wall as background. Okay, let me see how much closer I get with this kind of a prompt here. As you can see, it is generating the image from the prompt that I gave, and I'll be curious to see how close it comes here. So normally it takes around 30 seconds of time, as it says. Let me think, this might take up to 30 seconds. And I let it take that much time. And I think you get the idea of how it works. Okay, so it says 77% match, which means that I'm getting better. So, this has a way, tool has a way for judging how close you get to the prompt. So, okay, so the way it described this prompt, as you can see on the left-hand side, is a photograph of a dark wooden miniature statue of a horse against a light background. Not bad. I think I'm getting better at it, but I won't go through the next of the questions here as a part of this video, but I'll probably try and go through it at a different time. But I think you get an idea. This is a pretty interesting tool that can help you get better at image prompting as you proceed and gain. And if you're interested in really gaining expertise in this aspect. So I'll just stop here, and I hope you learned something new as a part of this video. And thank you so much for staying till the end, and we'll be back next week. And till then, take good care of yourself. Bye.